It's called a promo, kid.
Shut your
and
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. Glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit!
And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's death.
If you do not put my John Moxley in there, I will.
I can't say.
Send me the video and I will put it out myself.
All right. Tag team edition. We got 2 on one side, 2 on the other. It's the end of the year episode. I'm excited. I got everybody on one episode for the first time.
Yeah!
Ooh, accomplishment.
I know. We've grown so much.
Let's go, damn it.
Give me a hell yeah!
Not only have we grown this much this year, we're about to grow 3 times as much next year. And that's what's crazy.
What?
So,
Okay.
well, you didn't know? You didn't know?
What do you mean 3 times as much? Like what?
Call somebody.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Before we get into anything, we got to do what do we want to talk about, because there's a couple things I want to talk about.
Oh, no.
This year's voting for the awards showed me one thing. People are not watching New Japan. People do not watch it the way they should.
I'm sorry, man. I can only watch so much.
Here's the thing. They do not pay attention to the ring psychology of New Japan when it comes to like strong style, even like lucha stuff in New Japan. Especially like especially like the level of grabs these Japanese wrestlers has been doing since like for like almost 4 decades, I think. So it's just like, dude, they still kept going strong.
Yeah!
No pun intended. Yeah, no pun intended. No pun intended. Stuff like, dude.
Takeshita should not have been voted out of the breakout, and that 5-on-5 cage match between United Empire and the War Dogs, that should not have been voted match of the year or voted out of match.
It was really good. Like,
that's my match of the year. No,
are you kidding me?
I was at Danielson Ospreay Live. I'm telling you now that 5-on-5 cage match is the match of the year, if not the match of the 20s.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. It's fair. It's fair. It's really brutal. And the story is really there.
Now,
They're fine.
what you got?
No, they're fine.
I got something else, because I was talking about this on our Twitter page, and some named Rody Wrestling Entertainment decided to ask, where's Drew versus Punk? I let him know. People voted it out in the quarterfinal rounds. He said, L Community, that is match of the year, and you do not call the Wrestling in the Middle fan base an L Community. That is rounds run.
There's been, I would say, I'm gonna add this. There's better matches out there there was matches out there that's really better than that. Drew versus Punk. Like, it's a hell in a cell, but it's like, you just not see Ospreay versus Danielson, or Ospreay or Swerve, or even like freaking
Hangman and
Swerve, or Bryan Danielson versus Swerve. That's just like, you not see that?
That was in there. Now, I'm not going to move on to the voting results yet. I want to know, anybody else got anything to talk about that pissed them off or made them happy this week?
Really? I want to talk about those things that pissed us off.
Yeah, so if you got something positive,
they ain't really nothing to talk about.
Bring me some positive.
What they talk about? They talk about none. What they talk about? They talk about none.
They ain't talking about none. I love what you did there. I love it.
Peekaboo.
Boogers in my chain, man. Peekaboo.
So, what do we want to talk
I got nothing at the moment.
They just tripping, bro. They're just tripping.
They just hate a company that they don't want to see a company that's bigger than the E that's like thriving. They don't want to see it.
And it's the fact that it's not like it was rigged, bro. It's just the community. Community voted on him. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's really one thing about it. as people are still stuck in this, they're still stuck on this bubble that the E is like the end all be all or some type of deal. Is just like bigger than everybody else. That's not really true.
I responded myself. I said, even my match got voted out, but people need a voice, and that's what this show is about: is giving people their voice. It's not up to our discretion; it's up to them.
Yeah, it's up to them. And
when you see the voting results this year, people have some opinions out here. Now, first one we have is our male and female wrestlers of the year. We're gonna start with those. What's crazy about this is the same winners from this year are the same winners from last year. So going like we always do, bottom to top. For male wrestler of the year, Zack Sabre Jr. came in fourth at 0%, no votes in the finals. Gunther and Cody Rhodes tied for second at 13%, and then with an overwhelming 73%, Will Ospreay wins that one. Second year in a row.
Hard to argue.
Female, we got short 6% for Mercedes Moné at fourth place. And then at a very close third place, Tiffany Stratton has 17%. Second, 18% Mariah May, and then 59% for our winner, 2 years in a row, Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Much deserved.
Agreed? Disagreed?
It's hard to. Tony's right now is doing something crazy. Like, I love it. I'm pretty sure people are going to be studying this.
Yeah,
putting her as one of the best gimmicks of all time.
Also one thing. Shout out to RJ City.
Yes,
for being one of the writers of this gimmick of this Tony's this run with Tony right now is like. This is getting better. You thought the Thailand was going to be really good? Nah, she went back to her roots, but there's a twist to it.
I love it.
There's a twist to this.
Just keep.
And I'm really loving it.
This is a perfect segue, too, because the first match we're talking about in 0 hours, Toni Storm, the rookie, versus Layla Gray. How do we feel about rookie Toni Storm on this subject?
Hilariously is so entertaining. I love it. I really love it.
It's perfect. It's so fresh to me. It's refreshing just her playing off with other people like Thunder Rosa and
Deonna Purrazzo, Taya,
and especially what we saw with Deonna. I'm excited to see where this is going next.
For the first time ever.
First time ever, right?
I'm disappointed as far as the match goes. Layla Gray did not come out with her flight attendant outfit, and I thought that was a gimmick we were sticking with.
Nah, man. That was just for the beginning, and then after that, they just like nah.
Yeah, they didn't stick with it.
They didn't stick with that. Like, let's just be like what we are. Let's just we'll still be the flight attendants and stuff, but we ain't gonna wear that shit.
With the attention in the group. The group is already split. So
you ain't doing this. Can't pay attention.
She was like, phone that way, that way.
In the middle.
I'm in the middle.
No pun intended.
I'm not disappointed in how the match went, though. And the rookie wins it with a roll-up.
No.
Second time.
No.
She's got some technical prowess, even though she's just a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she sells it.
She's selling it. She's cooking it.
Drink it in, man.
So Dylan was excited for Jeff Jarrett versus QT Marshall, but I was not at all.
Really?
Still, I felt for Jeff Jarrett.
No, I wasn't.
Oh my gosh! Get these old men out of here.
Slap nuts.
Mr. Slap Nuts.
I think the commentary for this match was incredibly entertaining.
Yeah.
It was really entertaining and stuff.
The match wasn't even bad, but here's something that you will always hear me complain about. A finish got up, and I don't sit well when finishes get up.
Yup.
QT Marshall, for as well as a professional as he is, should not be missing the mat that hard. It looked bad.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Don't blame me. Blame society.
Blame you for that match.
You just made the list.
All right, well, and then what else do we have on the 0 8-man tag match? That's why I forgot. Cause
Top Flight and Outrunners versus Ashton Andrade and Leo Rush and the Murder Machines.
Lance Archer
and Brian Cage.
dude, I love the Outrunners visuals now. The 80s.
The entrance.
Filter.
Oh, right, but the spin intro, spin outro really got me sick for a second. I was like, oh.
And spun out.
They just switched it to like the freaking 80s Vision 4-3 standard.
The spin out from Outrunners to Leo Rush and Ashton Andretti stuff too was like, oh, I'm getting sick here, but still love the visuals.
Now, how do we feel about the 8-man tag team matchup?
I mean, it was good. I'm not gonna lie, because it builds like a story between Top Flight and Ashton Andrea, Leo Rush and stuff, because they were like getting heated against each other, like even like before the match too. Even before the match, they just like keep pushing and shoving against each other.
Even on Rampage, when they kind of got into it a little bit on Rampage when everything broke down previously, so I could see that animosity was still carried on the next day for the pay-per-view. So they had a little bit of that chip on their shoulder.
I like that they're building the tag team division.
Yeah.
I told him during the pre-show, right now AEW I think might have my favorite tag team division, and I didn't even think I'd ever say that. NXT still has my second, but that's just me.
No, I think since the Young Bucks left, it's like it's people's time to step up, and the tag division needs to be rebuilt.
Yeah, it needs to
new
be
stuff, new stars.
It needs to be in the forefront, in like the other divisions, because like I feel like it's just missing. Like there's a hole in the tag team division that's just it needs to be filled, because you got these tag teams like with Private Party, Ashton Andretti, Leo Rush, Top Flight, Murder Machines. Even like, dude, you got like.
I was gonna say,
who else?
Well, FTR is not really going for him, but I think
they're not really going. Not really going for them.
House of Black.
House of Black. I mean, yeah, Kings of the Black Throne. Kings of the Black Throne.
Kings. I say Kings of Agony. Gates of Agony.
Gates of Agony. Yeah, you got Gates of Agony
somewhere. I had a feeling the Murder Machines would get the finish of the match and win it, but Leo Rush that up, and I think the Murder Machines were real mad about that.
It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I think it's just like, you know what? If you're gonna try to like get them, I would say the Murder Machines got to be in this type in the division. They got to be
tag team division. You're saying?
Yeah, the Murder Machines, Lance Archer, and Brian Cage. I feel like they need to be in the picture. Because you got the Outrunners there too. So they're just kind of they're rebuilding it a little bit by bit.
I like it also because they're two bigger men. We usually don't get to see big giants tag team together like that, especially in that type of division.
Yeah, not since Gates of Agony, but it's like we need a big body another big body tag team. Also.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think. Even Keith Lee was the closest big body that I could think of that was a tag team champion.
Keith Lee and Swerve was not a bad.
Swerve and Our Glory.
Swerve and Our Glory.
That was a fun that type of tag team right there. Because they did tag team in the Indies before. So they had history.
Now, after the match, Private Party comes out. They flex. They tell Andretti and Leo Rush to pull up. And that's what happened on Collision this week.
Yeah, for the tag championship.
The first Collision streaming on Max too. Shameless plug for AEW.
Yeah, not only Dynamite, but we got Collision.
Yo,
we're eating.
Also, before the pay-per-view starts, we get Jeff Jarrett making an announcement that he's gonna make an announcement. The announcement is he's making an announcement, but I think we can be in agreement. He's retiring it All In, or am I the only one?
He might retire. I have a feeling.
All In Texas.
Yeah, this is a retirement announcement. I have a feeling it might happen.
He's gonna leave the guitar and his shoes in the ring.
Shoes and his cowboy hat, just leave it in the middle of the ring.
That's gonna be sad, man.
All signs point to All In. That's fun. Reaction. We get into the actual pay-per-view. There we go. Get some reactions going. Oh, actual pay-per-view. We got Osprey, Fletcher 2. Sorry, I got a cough drop.
That was
Osprey and Fletcher.
I'll tell you like this. That first match, that was a heater.
Yeah.
That was really a heater because, dude, it was round 2.
Yeah.
It was round 2 between those two because they had a heated animosity with each other.
Osprey comes out, loud ass reaction in Orlando, a loud crowd in Orlando tonight. Fletcher comes
United
out,
Empire Emerald
match
fit on.
has an instant big fight feel. As soon as Fletcher comes out, you know this is a big fight feel, and it didn't take but 2 minutes for him to live up to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They right off the top. It's like they just started like the speed of it on the first 2 minutes of the match was just like they were going back and forth. They understood understood the moveset with each other.
Maybe it's because I also watched Sonic 3, but it reminded me of like some Sonic and Shadow going at it, bro.
Yeah.
The speed of it. I'm just loving it.
Like the Sonic 3, the fight scene on Sonic 3 between Sonic and Shadow.
Shadow. I'm just saying that's the first thing that came into mind because of how fast they were going.
Yeah.
Each other's moves back and forth countering.
And later on, later on, well, when we get to the part where like one of the spots that Will did is kind of remind us.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Osprey gets bloodied the up in this.
Bro.
With Justified, this is awesome chance.
Yes.
Bro.
Yeah, dude, it was insane. Like the Crimson
Mass.
The Crimson Mass was fully on deck.
Now, what spot are you talking about? Before we get into who wins it, what spot are you addressing?
So the spot that Will did, he did like a flip, like on like when he was running around the apron. He did a flip on Will Ospreay and he landed on his feet. He did that was like a Sonic, like you know how like when Sonic jumps and then he bounces on somebody. Boing.
Yeah.
Like
I got scared.
I specifically mentioned the spring. Like when he jumped, he had that spring in him. I was like, great.
Yeah, I was like, I think Will really watched Sonic 3 before this.
It was also brought to my attention about the Styles Clash, which I did not know that like majority of people kick out of that move. I never even thought about it.
That's on Will, but AJ, nobody kicks out of that.
And we were talking about that, or I was telling him about some slack on Twitter that was going down. This guy was, complaining that Osprey uses it and people kick out of it. And then AJ Styles chimes in and is like, I think it's awesome. And the guys still continued to complain. I was like, how are you arguing?
Bro, if AJ's fine with it, then what's there to talk about?
He's giving him the pass. He's giving him the flowers.
I can't with these people.
Like Kevin Owens does a stunner, and Stone Cold's like, oh, just use it.
How many people use the super kick? How many people use the super kick? And Shawn Michaels, you're like, what?
Body.
QT Marshall got the diamond cutter from Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah,
it went to him out of all people. It went to him.
Yeah, Darby do a Scorpion Death Drop.
Yeah. Osprey does win this match with the Styles Clash, though, advancing to the finals, as I had predicted. I had predicted from the very beginning that it was going to come down to Osprey and Okada.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
you did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it really did. But, like, the prediction, I was like, we might see Osprey versus Fletcher in the C2, and we did. Mm-hmm. And we did. So it was definitely clearly a banger. But the thing is, the finish though was pretty unexpected, but it was like everybody was on their feet.
Pop, so huge.
It was a huge pop.
Yeah, like I said, it didn't take long for it to live up to the hype.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, because they know they were gonna deliver, and the fact that it's like both of those guys are tied up, they're one win.
Let them cook, Mike. Let them cook.
Win. You see Will. You see Will. He did this 1-1. So you're gonna be around 3 soon.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a rubber match.
Let's go.
I'm ready for some more awards. We got 2 more to bust out.
Go ahead.
2024 finals for pay-per-view of the year. Again, going from bottom to top. At 7% in fourth place, NXT Stand and Deliver. Great show.
It was a great show.
Tied for second place, both at 20%. All Out, my vote for best pay-per-view of the year. And WrestleMania. So that's kind of a good comparison, All Out and WrestleMania. And then our winner at 53%, All In. No surprise.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
All In, yeah. That's gotta be like the pay-per-view of the year.
This one got me upset a little bit, but I let the people speak. So again, I get that I was there live, and that's something I'll cherish, but I don't agree with the match of the year. At 0% in fourth place, Ospreay and Fletcher didn't get any votes in the finals. Danielson, Swerve, Swerve and Hangman's cage match came in third at 27%. I voted that in the finals as match of the year. Danielson and Swerve at 28% get second place, and then 45% for our winner, Ospreay Danielson. I was there.
Yeah.
It's all right.
He said it's all right.
It's all right. Nah, you saw it in person. Nah,
Bro,
that's the
Stop
vote.
playing it.
That's-
Stop playing.
I think if I watch it back, if I watch Dynasty back like I want to, I'll see like, oh shit, on TV cameras, this is the match.
Like the camera shots on that matchup is just like it felt like it. These two people are colliding, and they're just building up their finishers.
Yeah,
building up their finishers. That's like, dog. This is some real anime shit that's going on right now.
Dude, I remember the energy in the building.
And somebody, I saw it on Twitter. Somebody actually edit where like they do like the finishers, but it's just like a after shadows and stuff like that. It's just like colliding.
Oh, you got to show me this. I didn't understand.
I think because I did quote tweet it. I was like two players activating aggressive mode in Mortal Kombat trilogy. I quote tweeted that.
Nice.
I'm going through that, and somebody actually, several people get it.
No, like, that makes sense.
I was like, it really makes sense.
Drink it in, man.
Now with Okada and Ricochet, our next semifinal. Going in, I had thought,
man,
what if Okada wins this in 15 seconds to keep him the freshest man and play into the Ricochet storyline of him being so hated at the same time? It did not happen. Thankfully, that did not happen. There was no squash. They have a good match.
But it was a fun match, though. It was really a fun match.
Let us.
That match. It was a good match.
Let us talk about the chants. Na 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 na. Hey hey
hey hey hey. You're bald. The crowd was on it.
They were disrespectful, bro.
The crowd was so disrespectful to Trevor. Like, come on. Like.
They didn't have to do my man like that.
Yeah, even Ricochet was just like, he was like taunting the crowd too.
But this bitch is getting on my nerves.
Despite those chants, solid match.
Yes.
Ricochet dropping Okada on his head accidentally, not the move, but thankfully no one got hurt. Okada wins this, and while I was wrong about it being a squash, I was indeed right about the tournament coming down to Ospreay and Okada. And I have Ospreay beating Okada in the finals, but we're not there yet. I know. Just this was always the move for me.
Yeah, I couldn't. Looking at it, you had Ospreay, and I remember us talking about it and being like Ospreay has to get the momentum and win this, right? That's just how it goes. But I didn't see Ricochet winning it, honestly, as much as.
And we'll see why. Because there's more to this. Swerve Strickland comes out after the match, and with that, he gets loud-ass chants. Swerve is still very much over.
Very much.
Knocks down on Ricochet, comes out to embarrass him big time.
He kept his word. Swerve kept his word about that.
Didn't have to say nothing, bro. Just came out. The crowd was just... Whose house? Swerve's house.
Like
it was just like he was just standing there and just basking in it.
I was like, bro, this man has the aura. Like he comes out, everybody just loud chatting. Whose house? Swerve's house. Like without before even saying one word.
It's amazing, bro. Amazing,
like, bro. Like this is y'all's boy. Like this is y'all. Like the face of the company right here.
Prince Nana comes out with a wagon full of toilet paper and hands it out to the crowd, and they rain down TP on him. I actually did feel bad for Trevor here. I felt bad for Trevor here. He looked like he was about to cry a little bit.
Yo, Jamie said the same thing too, bro. Jamie said the same thing, and it got her feeling some type of way about it.
Like, oh, poor him.
Damn. She was like feeling so bad. She was like, "Oh my god, he looks like he's about to cry." And I was like, "Those are angry tears, Jamie. Don't let him be fooled. Those are angry tears.
It's an angry tear.
He's about to go on his villain arc now.
He's about to go in his villain arc. It's just started. It just started.
It's the origin story.
See, I was thinking, put him with Andretti and Rush.
Okay.
That would be like really heelish, stable, and like, dude. I mean, I know
a high flying heel stable.
It would have. I'm trying to see how that would look like. What would
that would be crazy though.
It's interesting. I would love to see. I would love to see a preview of it. Before I invest stocks.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens on Dynamite with Ricochet. Let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Now, women's title match. Got ourselves a Tijuana street fight, and I didn't think Thunder Rosa had a shred of a chance to win the title off Mariah May, but we'll see. Needless to say, it doesn't take much to excite me other than throwing a street fight in my face. Even if it's in Orlando, Florida, it's still a street fight.
Give me a hell yeah.
We see Thunder Rosa's dad front row, and I immediately predicted he's getting slapped in the face by Mariah May.
That's what I was expecting. I was expecting, Thunder Rosa's dad getting slapped, but
yeah,
we didn't see that.
He just kind of stood there. He looked like he was just happy to be there.
Yeah. She does go flex on him with her belt before the match. Thunder Rosa jumps on her to start the match. Now, as the match went on, I wasn't immediately impressed, but I gave it a chance. What turned me off at first was there was a lot of weapons brought out that don't get used. I feel like you don't need to excessively bring out weapons that aren't going to get used. It just doesn't sit well with me.
I'm trying to think if they actually did end up getting used.
No. There was a trash can that was pulled out that did not get used. Yeah. 3 chairs. I count every weapon.
Damn.
I count every weapon.
Especially the stuff that was like at the stage. Like there's a few that should have been used.
The tequila spot. What was that? She spits tequila at Thunder Rosa, but she doesn't spew it. She just drops it on her.
Bro, Thunder Rosa really did she open
it was the fact that she had her mouth open at one point. She's like, ah! And he spews in her mouth, but I was all like, maybe she just wanted a shot too. That's why.
I think that's the reason why. I was like, you know what? This is the
tequila take that job.
I'm like, you know what? Let her have it. I think she want that spot.
She wanted it.
She wanted that spot. She was low key. She's low key, she's kind of freaky on the inside.
Dylan and I had taken guesses at what was inside the pinata, and I was right to assume tax. Did you guys think it was thumbtacks?
I predicted it.
The whole group.
I predicted it that it's a pinata, is their thumbtack. So it's
that makes sense.
Ain't no way. It's they're gonna put it in the bag. It's in the pinata.
If there's candy in there, that's not a good match. I laughed my ass off when Mariah May took Thunder Rosa's dad's cane. That was
the cane.
The cane little spot. Then she pretended to be like an old man. She's like, oh, boo-hoo. I was like, damn, she's really playing into it.
I was like, bro, you really just do that?
She did that. She's like, I don't give a damn. I'll take this damn cane from him.
It's hilarious.
They use his cane as a weapon too.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as that happened, the match just started to turn up. Mariah May wins it after throwing dirt in Thunder's face and pile driving her through the table.
She was fine.
She was fine. She ended up walking out. And I hated that we left an unbroken table out, but to be fair, it did get used in a way, so I'll leave it alone. Because it did, in a way, it got used. It just...
The ramp?
Yeah.
I was surprised that this match was nobody didn't even bleed.
Yeah.
Nobody didn't bleed.
Yeah.
Which is kind of rare. Yeah, and with Thunder Rosa in a street fight match, when it comes to Thunder Rosa, so she'll bleed.
But he had made the comment maybe only Ospreay is allowed to bleed because Ospreay bled so much that that's it for the show.
Well, no, it's just because I remember this is a WWE thing, so I guess it probably wouldn't have an AEW. I remember like a lot of people talking about like people you do this spot and you're not allowed to do this spot, and for the rest of the show, basically. It's kind of stupid. So I was like, are they doing this kind of stuff now? But no. Spoilers.
All right, I got more awards to give out. This one surprised me. I voted for what's in fourth place. This is for Moment of the Year in 2024. Fourth place is my vote. Hangman burns down Swerve's house. Didn't see that coming. Another tie for second at 25% apiece. Cody finishes the story and Swerve wins the world title. Our winner, 35%, not a big percent, but still the winner. Bryan Danielson wins the world title at All In.
Shame on you.
It's a hard one. All of those are really great.
I thought Hangman burning Swerve's house down would be a shoe-in for winner.
I voted that one right there. Hangman burning Swerve's house. Like that's like the moment of the year. Well, segment of the year.
It's one of my favorite moments too. Definitely voted for that one.
Sting's retirement didn't even make the cut. That's what's crazy. A lot of shit happened this year. Now, breakout wrestler of the year for 2024. This one was like an argument for a lot of people. Still, at 13%, fourth place, Braun Breaker won, and he was the favorite in the semifinals. That's what's crazy. Daniel Garcia, the second favorite, is third place in our finals at 19%. Second place, Jacob Fatu at 24%, and then our winner, 44%, Kyle Fletcher, breakout wrestler of the year.
I can agree with that.
I figure that's deserving for Kyle because he been putting out bangers ever since he went like solo.
Yeah.
And stuff. I figure like he's more.
Fatu went solo.
Yeah, no pun intended. I love you solo.
I love you solo.
All right, I got a question. Which one of you is wanting to buy me the Dynamite Diamond Ring?
Yeah, how much?
How much though?
It's like $150 on shopaew.com.
150.
150 for a replica. I sent out a tweet too whenever this match started. Or actually, I sent this tweet out earlier this morning. Reminder of who the bad guy is in this situation between MJF and Adam Cole. It is not MJF. Adam Cole switched up. He's the devil. He turned. He's the bad guy. I'm tired of this.
I always say, bro, the ending of that match. We'll get to that, but I'll speak my piece on it.
Can there just be two bad guys? Like, can no one be the good guy in this situation?
Nobody is. I don't think anybody is the good guy except me.
That's fair.
I cheered during both entrances too. I'm a hypocrite. I'm a huge hypocrite. But I how can you not get excited at Adam Cole's entrance, even if you're rooting against him? You're booing.
No, I can't boo Adam Cole. I do. Adam Cole.
Yeah. I didn't see
so good
losing this either.
Like I said at the beginning, he has never lost that ring. He will never lose that ring.
I hope not. I hope he never does. But if anybody could have, Adam Cole. Match starts off heated too. Adam Cole bleeds early, so Ospreay not the only bleeder tonight. MJF bleeds later too.
Yes,
got a bleeder.
We got lots of bleeding.
Dude, I thanked the Lord when the Kingdom got ejected. I was so worried that they were going to be interfering.
I thought they were gonna turn. I thought there were gonna be a turn.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought they were going to turn on it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what me and Jeff thought about that. We thought there was going to be like a turn.
Sure, I thought it was going to be one. Yeah, he showed me a backstage segment where they shot a video, and they even mentioned that. Matt Taven mentions that. He's like, we see y'all people out in the kind of comments area. Thought we were going to turn on our boy. No, this is family.
This is our brothers.
And I was all like, damn, they thought. Because I was one of those people that for sure thought they were going to turn on him.
Mm-hmm.
They will eventually. That's how it goes.
Don't know yet.
I'm just going to let them cook.
Let them cook. Let's see what they're going to do.
MJF wins this. I was even more thankful that happened. Match was not as good as their all-in match, of course, but did we think it was good enough? Everybody's input.
What do we want to talk about?
It wasn't good. It didn't hit like their first match and all.
Of course not.
It didn't hit.
Event of all in.
Like, it was good, but it ain't good like all in good.
Right.
I don't think it needs to be good like all in.
Yeah,
It's
like
further down the card. Not every match needs to live up to the last match. As long as you're entertaining the people there.
But you can't always expect the main event of all in level match.
No.
Nah.
I liked actually the pacing of this whole pay-per-view, how it went from from Ospreay, it's going through it. You had your highs coming back down. Oh, it's your highs again coming back down, like a perfect wave going up and down.
Like a roller coaster.
Yeah, but it was perfect enough where it wasn't a snooze fest. Even we made a joke. I think Lucha Big E made a joke saying, he's like, so I guess bathroom break? And I was all like, it's crazy that we're talking about a bathroom break with Adam Cole and MJF, but I could understand why people are like, yo, let's wrap this story up. Like, let's put this to rest.
Let's close this chapter
and go into 2025 fresh.
Yeah.
I agree. But it was just crazy even hearing that sentence. I was like, wow, a bathroom break on an MJF match is crazy.
I'm like, damn.
I'm going to quote you on that for my bathroom break match, which is after this. But we got to close this one out first, because after the match, MJF goes to attack Cole with a chair and take him out for good. Gets thwarted by ROH legend Roderick Strong. And also Kyle O'Reilly.
Let's go.
Kyle O'Reilly came out and brought MJF back in, and just straight up all of them just jumped.
They hit him with the high and low.
The high low. Okay, the fact that it's the high low, but Bobby Fish ain't there. Bobby ain't there.
He ain't there.
He ain't there. Yeah, I think I saw somebody tweet. It's just like Bobby Fish be like, it has, like with Squidward looking out. It's SpongeBob and Patrick outside. Yeah.
So do you guys think Kyle is undisputed again, and what happens with the conglomeration?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, is he
can't be part of two factions?
It's like, we never see anybody be part of two factions in one company at the same time.
You can't be a part of NWO and DX. That don't make sense.
X-Pac.
Comparing the conglomeration to the NWO. The conglomeration is NWO level to me.
But he just gave you one. He gave you X-Pac.
X-Pac was part of NWO and DX. So
and the Click.
Yeah, and the Click too. So that's
but at the same time,
the same time.
Yeah, what the difference is, he didn't do it at the same time.
Yeah,
well,
he didn't do it.
Cross paths. This thing. Are they ever gonna fight? Are these groups ever going to?
They're gonna fight over Kyle. That's for sure.
Oh, they're gonna make
a collaboration versus Undisputed Kingdom.
Kyle, the most valuable free agent,
right? In custody of Kyle.
We want Kyle. No, we want Kyle.
We want Kyle.
I'm gonna bring Von Wagner in. He's gonna come in. This is my Kyle.
All right, now I took a bathroom break during this next match because I love Hobbs, but there's no way he's beating Takeshita for this title. That's the King of Strong style.
Yeah,
bruh.
What,
bro?
Really?
Disrespect, bro.
What?
You thought Hobbs was gonna beat Takeshita?
No,
it's not. No,
I was not have time to go use the restroom though.
It was during that match.
It's just that we know
Hobbs
is not gonna beat Takeshita.
Yeah.
It's just, look, there was a chance where I thought he was. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The match got me with emotions. It got me out of my seat. Got us all popping. He did. To me, there was some psychology in this match, and I think he mastered it, especially with his knee spot. If we want to get to that.
Don't misinterpret my statement. Because I took a bathroom break does not mean it was because it was a bad match. I'm saying it was predictable to me. I watched a good majority of it until I had to pee, and I realized there's no way.
So let me clarify real quick before they start throwing stones at me.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with anybody's ability. And also watching Takeshita face Shingo Takagi next weekend, that's going to be a banger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shingo Takagi in Wrestle Dynasty.
Yeah.
It's okay. I called it Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, he called it Wrestle Dream earlier. We roasted him.
Dude, Wrestle Dream, get this man.
Wrestle Dream.
This man.
There's so many pay-per-views to keep up with, man.
Takeshita does win it to nobody's surprise, I'm sure. Did everybody like it, though? I mean, you guys seem to have loved it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We love that match. It's like two big dog. It was definitely a 5-star meat match.
We even said this could have been one that stole the show. To me, it was one of those ones where,
Yeah,
our opinion.
So,
But then again, we're big Will Hobbs fans down here in our little neck of the woods with my group here.
Yeah.
We're all big day one Hobbs fans. So seeing him go through the lengths that he went through, and to me, once again, the psychology with the knees, the knee, the spot that he went from the turnbuckle, kind of played it off. I thought he blew out his knee.
Yeah.
Played it off. Said,
I thought he blew it out. It was a scary spot.
But I think he played it off. He really just did it. He's like, no, we're going to go to the top. Boom, do that. Then he was like taking off, getting Aubrey
Please
to
be
help.
careful.
Please be careful. I love that shit.
So
I love Hobson's Team Taz. Anybody?
Oh
who's on
yeah,
Team Taz,
the Team Taz days, man. When Hobbs and Ricky were a team,
I
dog.
like that. That was one of my favorites.
That was one of my favorites.
On the subject of Ricky Starks, we didn't talk about this because it's not what I want to talk about. But hey, good riddance. Get the out.
I have to.
I did not tell you. So I did not tell you. So apparently Ricky Starks is getting booked at House of Glory. He's fighting Mike Santana. For his title.
Oh shit!
So
it's funny that the two people that had a lot of gripes with TK like just fight each other for titles now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, let him be.
I don't know if I still like him, but I was like a really big Ricky Starks fan when I started watching AEW.
Mm-hmm.
I don't approve of a lot of the things that he has gone about doing. I can't say that if he went somewhere else, I wouldn't watch him though. Like it's kind of hard, you know.
I just think he's. Sorry, I can't say that.
It's probably just like the attitude that Ricky.
Him.
I mean, yeah, we do.
He's entitled.
But the thing is, it's just like it's just his attitude. That's just kind of like it's just messed up. I don't know. It's kind of like puts people
That said, I'm out.
puts people in the wrong way. So lately, so I don't know what's been going on with him.
He's being entitled. And on that note, we're going to move into the awards. We made Jeff leave the room.
We're on your awards.
Yeah. We got Best Heel of the Year.
It was me.
And what's crazy about Best Heel of the Year this year in the finals, only 2 people got the votes because these 2 people were the head and shoulders leaders of the year as far as bad guys go. MJF and Dominic Mysterio did not get any votes, unfortunately.
Damn.
But in second place at 35% is Drew McIntyre. And then first place, to no surprise to me, 65% for Hangman Adam Page.
Wow.
And it's funny too because during the show I made the comparison. I was like, Drew and Hangman went through similar character arcs at the same time.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's why it was no secret.
Yeah. But Hangman's more insane. The thing is, Heyman, he's more insane.
Yes.
Dude, like he lost it all.
He lost it all. Like it's like with the story between him and Swerve, it just went from like, oh, Heyman, then it just went down to the dark hole that Heyman's in and just started going cuckoo.
Now, here at Wrestling in the Middle, we do not do best babyface because I don't think that is a fair assessment. Babyfaces should not be assessed. What we do is best workhorse of the year because that is a far more important position on the roster. And I was very surprised to see the winner of this, but at the same time, it makes sense given the amount of matches and great matches he wrestled. So, bottom to top again, Chad Gable got 4th place at 8%. Sorry, Gable. At 15% apiece, tied up. Brody King and Jey Uso, who wrestled more matches than anybody, they got 2nd place, 15%. Whopping 62% goes to our winner, Bryan Danielson. Makes sense a little bit.
Yeah, I would say he was definitely a workhorse and a veteran, and that the fact that the fact that he's just kind of like fighting for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And stuff. It proves that, like, dude, he can still go.
The fact that he's winning best workhorse on his retirement year is a statement.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Insane. That's insane right there. Like, nah, like he wanted to go all out.
He went to all out and won.
Yep.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Right.
He was working overtime, stepping on.
He was working like rent was due.
Clocked in.
He said, "My contract's up on this date. 2 months after that, I'll stop."
Basically, he's locked in for it, man.
Yep.
All right. Now, we're about to run back one of the best women's matches of the year between Mercedes Moné and Chris Statlander, who wrestled a full gear just last month.
Oh, yeah.
Funny, because going in, I was like, if I was to take a bathroom break, it would be during this match. I'm not going to lie.
What?
I'm not vibing with Mercedes. I don't know.
That match had a huge hype to live up to.
It was.
I don't know what is going on here. What are we doing here, man?
Do I have to my opinion? I've already told you my opinions on Britt and Thunder Rosa, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The match wasn't disappointing, but did it live up to the hype the first match created? That's the question.
It passed the second. The second one was better.
Surprisingly, it did. It just
really?
like the first, the first round of it, and then the second round it just went like it was this, but then all of a sudden it just spiked like up here.
I would agree with that.
I can slightly because my note is at first it did not. It was too much of a drag out a little bit. And here's a big note on that. I make this a lot. Position of the match on the card can do a lot. With the international and the TBS title match, they're really good matches that are put towards the end of the card when people get a little more tired. So if it's a slower pace match, it's not going to draw as much attention. But we all pointed out something that I also pointed out. That match continued. It got better and better and better.
And that was the longest. That was really like somebody said it was like it's the longest women's match. Because I don't know if like
20 or like maybe 20 minutes.
20 minutes or 30 minutes
could have been. I don't know what it is.
That was a mental note I was making because I remember their first match was the longest, right? I believe so.
Like longest singles match?
One of Mercedes' recent matches was the longest. And I think Mercedes went in there with that intention. I want to make this, because Mercedes is all about that, breaking boundaries and pushing the women's division, which I will give her.
Right.
So I think that's the intention, was this was going to be a longer match. So that drag out at the start kind of made sense.
And I want to clarify, it's like the longest women's singles match? Is that what we're saying?
I think so.
Women's singles. Yeah.
Can't be the longest women's match because that's Royal Rumble by proxy.
No, that's like a singles match.
Is this specifically in AEW or is it overall?
I think overall. I think it's overall. I think.
I'm not quite sure. But either way, it's commendable.
That match, like I said, I think the chemistry was even better on the second go than we were mentioning. I think Big E was the only one in our friend group that was like he didn't feel like it was in his eyes the first one lived up to what people were talking about, because everyone was talking about how that match helped Mercedes big time. Statlander was great worker.
Yeah,
I think they have some chemistry, obviously, and they had to because they ran it right back.
Yeah,
and this one, to me, it was even better, and especially the finish. But the special part to me that changed the whole momentum, if we could talk about it, was the Seven Amigos.
Mercedes, the Seven Amigos from Mercedes
is really when that went from. If for your instance, when you said that people are tired, and that granted, they were. But as soon as the Seven Amigos hit, everybody stand up.
Yeah.
Everybody stand
up.
And then we got the Eddie chants on top of that.
So they went back and forth with the face and heel alignments for a second. I was like, whoa, what is going on here?
Yeah. And see, a lot of people don't like that or think it's distasteful, but when you can do it right like that, man.
They're fickle.
Did you not get CEO chants? Even though Orlando was stat country, CEO chants were also on the rise.
It was like the crowd was like 50-50.
And it went all the way to even the endings where they're kicking out of freaking... side note also, the fact that she could have won it three times, two by count out, was to me like on some real CEO. I was like, yo, I'm loving this. She could have won it earlier in the match. Way before
by count out, but she was like, nah.
Nah, he got out right at 9.
Throwing me off for a second. So I was like, isn't she supposed to be like
The heel?
The heel, right? She's
Right.
supposed to be, but it worked out in the end.
She ends up winning with solid technical wrestling.
Yes.
So
Yeah, because I like one thing I need to mention, like the shot where the spot where like Statlander came into the ring before she was almost barely getting count out, and there was like a spot where Mercedes, like she thought she was gonna win, and Statlander just came flipped in like at the last second.
Her face just like
The reaction changed.
Yes.
I want to talk also from the beginning. There was a beginning shot of the match when Statlander pushes her into the corner, and the camera work was so good that where it showed Mercedes going like, "Huh, okay," and it felt like an anime moment where I was watching this match. How the camera work was, including that spot that you were talking about where she thought she had to win. Statlander comes in, slides in. Boom! And they let it. The camera stood there for a while, letting you soak in the emotion of. She's like, "What do I got to do to kill this chick?"
Yeah,
she just keeps on coming back.
Yeah, and Mercedes keep yelling that sad, like, "Why would you die? Why would you die?"
At the point where we're about to start announcing awards after each match, because we got more awards than matches left. So for our next set of awards, we got a first time ever. This is the first category. Dylan made it a category, and I have to listen. Finals voting for Tag Team of the Year 2024. And this was intense. It was tied 3 different ways for 3 different teams.
Yes.
I did not expect the winner. Least of all, at 4th place was FTR with 7%. No, that's fair. Now tied, who ended up tied at 2nd place, who both were in 1st place at one point, the Young Bucks and Fraxium, both at 29%, losing out to the Outrunners at 35%. Our Tag Team of the Year, the Outrunners.
What?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I'm okay with that.
I felt like they'd be like the breakout tag team.
That's what I feel like.
That's what I felt like.
I think
that's shocking.
Excellent.
I mean, look, they sell the merch. They're really number 1 on merch for AEW. So
I got me an Outrunner outfit.
They be killing it.
If you have not seen Fraxium, they are so good.
Yeah.
They're an NXT tag team, so I don't know if you guys have seen.
I haven't really paid attention. I know who Axiom is. So I've seen his stuff before, like A Kid, and then Axiom. Yeah.
Drink it in, man.
Now, next one. We got Best Character / Gimmick of the Year. This is one of my favorites.
Wait, you're telling me? Okay, come on, go ahead.
Finals voting for Best Character Gimmick of the Year 2024. Orange Cassidy got no votes, ending at 4th place. The Outrunners in 3rd place at 7%. Tatum Paxley at 14%, getting into 2nd place. And then overwhelming winner again at 79%. Timeless Tony Storm.
Yep.
2 years in a row.
So it has a story. Like you can't beat that.
Can't beat it, bro. She played the role perfectly.
It's so crazy to me that Tatum Paxley is another NXT person. Mm-hmm. She has this she's a freak. She's crazy basically.
Yeah. But, I've seen clips of her. Like she's like this dark goth freaky chick.
Yeah. She's gotten really good in the ring, and she has this character that people are now vibing with, and it's crazy that she got 14% over the Outrunner.
Yeah, we have Ospreay and Okada, the finals of the Continental Classic, and Ospreay comes out looking beat the up bad, but I still think he's winning going in. I even tweeted it out.
One thing you forgot to mention, the backstage segments before the match, like with Ospreay and Okada. Ospreay was beat as hell and stuff, and it's just like all bandaged up, bloodied, and Renee interviewing him. It's like Ospreay was sort of getting hyped up the facing Okada's like when he wins the Continental Classic, I'm going to Disneyland and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, let's go, lads, and stuff like.
Fucking reopened his cut wound when he was like, and I was like, get it? Because they're in Orlando, Disneyland? Orlando? I meant Disney World.
I'm like, bro, you want to go to Disneyland and all bloody up and shit? Like,
Yeah. Still, though,
Go
what I
ahead.
say is Okada is Okada, and I'm expecting a banger of the year and another match of the year candidate that's not going to make it because it's way too late. It's in that window of like, we can't make this match of the year, but it could be in the conversation.
It's dog. It's just so good. And it was a run back. It was a run back from New Japan.
Yeah, I've seen this match like 8 out of 10 times. I've watched Ospreay win it one time, and some of the sequences I've seen 100 times. Still doesn't matter.
Yes.
It's a solid ass matchup. Is it a match of the year candidate? I won't say, but it's as good as I needed it to be.
It's up there. It is up there.
It's
definitely up there.
It's like a spot, I think.
It's like, damn, like Ospreay, you did it again.
I knew he was going to kick out of the Rainmaker, but I still popped when it happened.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, the fact that Will did the Rainmaker on Okada.
Yes.
It's like, I lost my shit. I lost my shit when he did it.
Okada's facial expressions telling the story of this battle was...
I was wrong. Okada does win it, and it made sense. It worked out. I didn't see it coming. I was wrong, but man, what a great close to the Continental Classic tournament.
That was 5 tournament wins.
Yeah.
5 major tournament wins, dude. There's a reason why he's like one of the best tournament wrestlers.
Yeah, the best, in my opinion.
Drink it in, man.
The absolute best. After the match, shake hands. Ospreay leaves, and Christopher Daniels comes out and says he's not EVP anymore, but this man is. And who does he bring out? We all know. It's Kenny Omega. I'm even wearing Kenny's shirt to end the year. I got my favorite Kenny Omega Mega Man.
Hey.
I like that one.
Kenny presents Okada with the belt, and they stare each other down a bit. And like I texted you, Jeff, I spoke this into existence for this reason. All in, it's happening. It has to.
The shot says it all. Because me, Jeff, and the rest of the group, like, we was just screaming. We was screaming that it's gonna happen here. It's gonna happen in Arlington, Texas. Like, we're gonna see this match in front of our eyes.
What's insane is I said, whenever I saw Ospreay Danielson, I was like, there's only one thing left for me to do, and that's Okada versus Omega. Wherever it is, I'm there, and it's in our backyard, baby! It's in our
We're getting this. We're getting this match in our backyard.
It's a dream, bro. It's a dream. So
The UK ain't getting it. We did.
We got
it.
We'll take
This is our turn.
It's our turn.
We're
getting it on U.S. soil, bro. The fact that this trilogy was always in Japan for the people.
It's just this is just like.
So we're gonna take that story and now bring it to the U.S.
We're gonna be eating as wrestling
It's not
fans.
even U.S.
It's
soil.
a perfect time to be a
Texas
wrestling
soil.
fan.
This is Texas soil.
It is Tejas soil, yeah.
Tejas soil, hot Texas soil.
I think tickets are definitely gonna take maybe a boost after this.
The stocks are up. The stocks are up. Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
I got too excited. I can't stop shooting stuff.
Still trying to avoid
Kenneth Jerome Omega.
All right, let me give you some more awards because we got to keep this rolling quick. We got finals voting 2024 best storyline of the year. Yes. Yeah. All right. Who lost? Who got 4th place with no votes? Sting's farewell. Sorry, Sting.
Damn.
Not today. Who got 3rd place? Punk and McIntyre. And people were crybabies about that, but they got 3rd place. They did not get 2nd. Who got 2nd?
Come on now.
Tony becomes timeless at 36% is 2nd. And our winner, 43%, Swerve and Hangman. Who's the real villain is what I call that storyline.
It was like a double turn.
That's fair.
That feud was like, it has a double turn.
Hangman did nothing wrong.
Hangman was right. Hangman was right.
One talked to one's baby, one burnt the other's childhood home down. It was What else we got? 2024 best promotion of the year. This was fun. So ROH and TNA both made it into the finals for some reason. People really voted for ROH. But they didn't get any vote in the finals. It only came down to the big two. WWE, 27%, 73% for a winner again. AEW.
Yep.
That's no surprise. It's no surprise.
AEW wins again.
We're the best wrestle.
We're the best wrestle.
Now, going into the main event, it's Moxley is leaving as champion or nothing for me. That doesn't make sense any other way. So I'll run through the entrances quickly. OC comes out first, and I can't believe this, but I want him to win the least in this match, and I've never said that about OC. This is the first. The second man coming out, Hangman, makes the most sense to win this if Jon Moxley doesn't. He comes out next. Jim Ross said it best. That's the wild card in this equation. Switchblade, of course, comes out third to that. He's the second favorite for me, but the least likely to win, fortunately. Knox comes out with Marina Shafir, just as you expect him to, through the crowd. Huge fight feel for the main event.
Yeah.
We start.
Mox came out there looking like he just fought somebody at the bar fight and got kicked out.
Mox goes out the ring as the match begins, and the other three guys start arguing, but it quickly turns into them teaming up on Moxley.
Let's go.
Claudio and Wheeler try to save him. Doesn't fly with the other three. Still, Death Rider's numbers game helps Moxley start getting the advantage back. And once the securities get the Death Riders escorted out, the numbers game switches back. The other three guys give Moxley the shield bomb through the announce desk.
Bro, that spot was crazy. I was not expecting them to do that.
Yo,
yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
Bro, Alfred Quinn was he was speechless. He saw that spot.
You mean Willie Mack's brother?
Yeah. And then basically, bro, he even told us, he's like, not even gonna lie, he's like, it was good, but he's like, I hope you know I'm hitting you with a cease and desist on Monday. I was like, I said, I'll put it with the rest of y'all's complaints in the shredder every time.
Like, first you could play about the tombstone pouch, right? And now you can play about the shield powerbomb. All right.
I was like, Moxley was like, yeah, that's cool. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Mox really low key, just like, hey, I need y'all to do me a favor.
This will get a pop. This will get a pop.
I need a shield bomb.
The other three fight from there, and we see Christian Cage and the Patriarchy sitting up top, but we also see Hook up there. There's a lot of moving pieces here. And the match does begin to go the up from that point. Moxley takes everybody's finisher multiple times.
Just even.
Excuse me. I don't know how many finishers that man took, but he took them all +3.
Yeah,
multiple refs knocked out.
Everybody used their meters, like wasted all their meters and stuff. Just went. Here comes the pain. Just use all your finishers. 5 finishers.
It's like when we were at the Revolver show and Lindsay was like, "We're gonna have an N64 No Mercy rules match, unlimited finishers." Jay White gives Marina the Blade Runner. How about that?
Bro,
yes, we popped big.
Bro, we popped so hard on that one.
We're like, the crowd popped for that.
Oh, one thing I need to mention, dude, Box was like the only person that was bleeding. Like, cause that shield bomb messed his back up. Like, it has blood on the back of his shit.
Yeah,
the head to the back of the neck. We said it. He said it looked like he got shot in the back of the head, and he just came back,
and he just started fighting
with a bullet in his
back of his head, like that bullet wound. I was like, dog, what's wrong with this man? This man's not human.
No, bro.
That's why he keep moving like.
It all culminates to Moxley hitting the Death Rider and winning in a kind of anticlimactic finish, but it's the right guy at least.
Yeah. There's a reason why he needs to win that one.
After the match, we get the Death Riders attempting to jump people, but FTR comes out along with Adam Copeland, and that Christian Cage up. It was not expecting that.
You just made the list.
Yeah, I think the moment when they showed the rated FTR logo and people started going crazy.
I was one of them.
Rated FTR.
Yeah.
I had a feeling he might come back tonight, but I kind of forgot about it.
I thought he was gonna.
What's going on?
I thought he was gonna come back on the fight Wednesday, but they just gave us a tease. They just gave us a tease right there.
Now we know.
Mm-hmm.
Edge stares down with Moxley, and holy shit chance hit. Edge gets the spear on him. Then he breaks the peg off the chair and shoves it in Moxley's mouth.
Let's go.
Oh, and then he yells at him a bunch. He gets on the mic and yells at him a bunch.
Call him a kid.
He did call him
Call him a kid.
That did happen.
I just realized we never see Hook after the first time.
Right?
Yeah, like, where the hell is Hook at? All he did is just stare at the patriarchy. That's it. That's like, what's the story? Like, where's it gonna go from here?
So I was also told tonight that Adam Copeland has fought Roman and has fought Seth Rollins, but never fought Moxley or Dean Ambrose.
No, he never.
Revolution.
Yeah.
Revolution, baby.
Yeah. So Revolution, it might happen.
Yeah.
First time ever.
Yeah. And the fact that it's like
perfect opponent.
And the fact that Adam Copeland is coming back and being part of this Death Rider story, I feel like don't you think it's like kind of the right move?
I think so. I think it's perfect for like almost like a badass level character. Definitely that checks all the boxes, and that would stand up to this mad like king that's trying to change everything. Who better than Adam Copeland, to be honest? But the fact that FTR cleared the ring and it was a slow Moxley just standing there, Adam Copeland's standing there.
It's a stare down
as chaos is bringing around, and I was like, yo, this has that just like almost Game of Thrones feel to me, like the Battle of the Bastards. And I was like, yo, I'm loving this right now. This is some good shit.
Yeah. What do you got?
I definitely don't think he's going to be the one to take the title off of him.
No, I don't think
No.
I think it's going to be something good out of it.
Yeah.
No, but it definitely is hyping me up for the next chapter.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Definitely, it's really like this story is going to open people's eyes because, like, people are saying on social media, it's like this whole Mox Death Rider story just, like, bland and just, like, whack and stuff. Like, no, it's not, dude.
It's absolutely not.
You don't understand what Mox's mission of this.
Mm-hmm. I've literally watched his whole career. It's the best Jon Moxley I've ever seen. And on that note, we have to close this out now. I got one more award to give, and that is the most important, the 2024 Best Wrestler regardless of gender. With this, I was surprised to find out that Mariah May in fourth place got 0 of the votes, even though she won the women's semifinals round. Gunther in third place only got 6% of the vote. Tony Storm in second place got 13%. Yes, I said second place, 13%, because the winner again, another year in a row, at 81% is Will Ospreay. Best wrestler of the year.
Not surprising. It's Will's year, man.
He's been delivering, over-delivering, to be honest.
Over-delivering, but he's delivering so well.
Tony, you need me to do that? All right.
Want to put this man over? I got you, bro.
Also, how about the fact that I am like part of the Death Riders now? I've got my
look at the genes, man. It's the genes. You've been part of that group since Danielson and since they were the Blackpool Combat Club, my guy.
Yes.
Were you the truck? Were you the one that's driving around that truck? Sponsored by Ram.
Sponsored by Ram.
All right. You all know how this goes. I'm about to give everybody my final pay-per-view thoughts, and then everybody's going to close with theirs. My thoughts, this pay-per-view went off. Later mid-card matches may not have been huge bangers, but they were positioned weird in comparison to many great matches. So the complaint is held to a really high standard that's set. And I'm not sure if it's because other wrestling companies, not to name them, but other wrestling companies have recently been letting me down. This pay-per-view felt like a huge special treat. I feel spoiled, and I rate it at 4.5 stars. I'm watching it back an hour from now, so that's mine. You go next.
Oh, you want me next? Okay.
Yeah.
It was a good pay-per-view. Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah. Wait, you don't want to...
No, I'm a Death Rider. Death Rider.
Yeah, he's to
the Death
I
Rider.
guess I'll be Claudio. This pay-per-view was terrible. No, I'm just kidding. It was great. I loved it. It was 4.5. Yeah, I'd go with that. Definitely better than a lot of the other offerings from
What is a 5-star
other companies. Yeah.
Okay.
Acknowledge me.
Okay.
Want me to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go. So for me, I say this pay-per-view was what's better than 3 ropes? Fourth rope. I'll give it 4 stars. 4 stars because why? They were bangers.
Banger.
None of them disappoint me. None of them disappoint me at all, especially the finishers too. And the fact that the ending of that pay-per-view was kind of like it really was just set up for the next pay-per-view, and it felt like this is a good start. This is a good way to end the year with this one, and it goes into the new era of AEW, of what has been going on right now. And I felt it's the really proper way to do it.
Give me a hell yeah.
Also gonna have to give it a 4, man. Like without with.
What?
It's like I should give it a 4.5 just to be different.
I was gonna say, like, we're the ones giving it 4.5.
I think it's a fair assessment to say a solid 4 if we're doing 4 out of 5s. Definitely.
Yeah.
Not a snooze fest. Like I said, before this, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning and went on a crazy day today. Did 0 hour. From 0 hour all the way to whatever time it is right now. I've been up, have not slept, but that pay-per-view match from 0 hour all the way through, it's hype. Like I said, the pacing of that pay-per-view, even for some people, it might be, oh, this one's a little bit, I could go to the restroom break or
a little bit dragging.
For me, it was not at all. Would I watch this pay-per-view again? Hell yeah, I would watch this pay-per-view again. Would I watch it like with any of the homies again? Hell yeah. I'd be like, yo, you got to watch this pay-per-view. Come watch it with me. We're going to have a good time. Just trust me. Let's watch this Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher match.
Right.
Let's watch this.
Put it on the banger.
It's a Chris Badler match. Oh, let's watch this Takeshita and Powerhouse Hobbs match. Like, I could give you something and you're going to probably pop off and be like, damn, this is great. This is fun.
Show me Ospreay Okada anytime.
Okada. Oh yeah, definitely.
Anytime.
Ospreay Okada, and even like with the especially Ricochet and Okada, that match right there.
I love that match.
That was good. That was good.
Fair. It's fair. It's certainly fair.
fair.
Are we ending the year with That's Fair? Okay. That's fair. That is actually fair. Okay. This is the last episode of 2024. I want to end it on, I want everybody to tell me what their favorite thing this year was. We're going to go backwards. So Jeff's going to go first, then Mike, then you, then me. Okay. I'm closing.
Favorite things? That just, if this year, I think it just happened on this pay-per-view, seeing Kenny Omega and Okada, my favorite wrestler, the god of wrestling, the GOAT, the best wrestler alive and the best wrestler on the planet, best bout machine in the world. My God, Kenny Omega,
Kenneth Jerome Omega,
and Okada at All In, just been teased it. That's my favorite.
They just gave us, they are giving us like the best gift. This is like a late Christmas gift for us.
Oh, perfect. Christmas
because, dude, we're about to see this in person. In like Texas soil.
In July, bro.
In July. And the fact that it's like, this is peak. We're about to see
7 months.
Peak of pro wrestling in front of us. And you can't tell us shit.
Nothing. That's my favorite. Dog.
Like, y'all got WrestleMania. So what? We got Kenny Omega versus Okada at All In.
And it's in my backyard?
In our hometown.
You can't tell me nothing.
You can't tell me shit. Don't tell me Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens was the match of the year. Y'all, we got Kenny Omega versus Okada. Damn it.
4, and it's in the just past champion Texas Rangers Globe Life Field Stadium.
Globe Life Field, like this is our backyard. This is our home, our turf.
I'm for it. So.
I think that was a promo.
That was a shoot, brother. I feel
that was a shoot.
Right
I'm sorry. I'm just going like ECW Paul Heyman mode.
Mike cut his first promo on here. Let's go. Well, so what was your favorite thing, Mike? What's your favorite thing of the year?
Favorite thing of the year? Yeah, man. God. Favorite thing of the year. Favorite thing of the year was like, it's easy. The All In Summer Series that happened at the Esports Stadium. That was like my favorite thing.
For that.
Like, and we was there. And the fact that it's like AEW delivered us with this tour, the Summer Series that they did. This is the first time that they try it out, and the best way to try it out, they brought the wrestling to the Esports Stadium, which is like a small venue, but it was packed. It was packed and stuff, and it sold out too. And it's like we were there to witness everything on it. Like I wasn't there on the first one, but the rest of it I was.
I was there every night, and I lived 5 hours away.
I'm like, bro, like, dude, we had so many memories. Like, in those shows. Like, bro, we was on TV. Like,
we was all over that bitch.
We was all over that, and the fact that we interacted with the talent, and stuff. Like,
Right,
Tony Khan.
Tony Khan, TK, bro, Dustin Rhodes,
Chicken,
the Von Erichs.
The Von Erichs, yes.
Bro, like, you can't really beat that, bro. We saw Swerve. Swerve came and blessed us with his presence of a House chance.
He popped up. It's like, I heard this collision artist. I'm gonna pull up. Like that. He did. I was
Outrunners, I still believe
that's a fair one.
Outrunners and freaking the Righteous, bro.
The right.
So like we were.
That's a fair one.
I'm sorry, but that moment right there forever just immortalized of what we just like front row
wrestling in the middle, immortalized for life.
Snapping with the Righteous. That was just like favorite moment of the year.
I wish more came from that. Now I have to move to Dylan. He's got to get his.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is gonna be weird because it's not gonna be technically wrestling related, but it is with the pay-per-view. I mean, with the show. God, everything we've done for the show this year, man. Just everything. I don't have like a specific. Like, I guess I had a specific. Interviewing Dijak. That was such a crazy thing.
Awesome.
But like all the things we've done, bringing in Jeff and Mike, you guys are great. Interviewing Dijak was great. Interviewing Ray Lopez was an interesting thing. And then like being able to make stuff designed for the show, like so good. Everything, just the show in general.
That's ironic. That was literally what my answer was going to be to close it. No, it's fine. It's true. Like, I'm really, really proud of the way this grown. When this started, I came to Dylan with this idea and said, this is just a bucket list thing I want to do. And now we're looking at like some of the biggest moves I wouldn't have even imagined coming in. So to have 2 extra people, to get 4 people on one episode, it's really great. And it is a very optimistic future we have. And I mean, Jeff got his braids done specifically for the end of year awards. We're not going to end without.
I told Jeff. I was like, yo, Toa, is that you?
And I did it just for the joke. And this is just between us, even though this is on freaking time. I was like, I love you, Solo. I did that for y'all. Just did it. I was like, I can't believe I said
That's hilarious.
The gates. And I was like, the gates open.
On that note, we're out of here. We're going to move into 2025 with a lot of momentum. All right,
bro. Yeah, I cannot wait.
That's fair.
That's fair.